The journey was around 2,200 feet up and about 1.2 miles that way. To walk that takes over an hour, more like an hour and 20 minutes. The weather was so bad that you couldn't get a helicopter up there. So if you were a cardiac patient or somebody who really needed critical care, you're back to the hour and 20 minutes, which often is too long for really important cases. We managed to fly that in 3.5 minutes. So one way to think of what we do in the search and rescue and critical care world is a bit like a paramedic on a motorbike. They cut through the traffic and they get to the side of somebody and they keep them alive, buying them another hour, let's say, to work out how to stabilize them and then get them back to hospital. We can get a trained professional very quickly to the side of a casualty in very difficult weather or very difficult physical terrain in a way that often on foot or a vehicle or a helicopter can't do. Hi, my name is Richard Browning. I'm the founder and chief test pilot from Gravity, and we build and fly these 1,000 horsepower jet skis. Back in 2016, I hatched this unusual vision of, could you reimagine how human beings would fly, not by sitting inside or on top of an aircraft? What if, as far as possible, you became the aircraft? It sounds crazy to say it, but it does actually feel a little bit like that dream you sometimes have of flying, you know, where you're sort of walking and running and then you step off and there's that magical, albeit much quieter than how we fly, moment where you just drift and keep going, and wherever your mind takes you, you go. I often get asked though, you know, can you commute to work in it? I mean, my answer at the moment, sadly, would be, it would be about as practical as commuting in a Formula One car or a NASCAR or an Indy car. You know, it is a car and it can travel, but no one does that because it's just not very sensible. But then again, people thought the first motor cars were crazy compared to a horse at the time. So when you look at our electric version and when you look at how fast we're rapidly moving this equipment forward, then never say never.